Well, all right. So I'm here to talk about why I think at least suicide has become like an epidemic now. I think it's like the 10th leading cause of death. I mean, so many people are committing suicide, tens of thousands of people per year. I mean, it's a horrible thing, you know. And in the light of all these celebrities now, like Anthony Bourdain, who I liked, and also Kate Spade, who I've never heard of. Honestly, I never heard of her, but you know, all these people, not only these celebrities, but you know, I mean, the celebrities are sad, but like, how about the other thousands of people who are killing themselves? I mean, it's a sad thing. So I'm gonna go through why I think that suicide has been on the rise. I think they said it was up like 30% since 1999 or something. I mean, it's sad. So, and you figure in like America, the greatest country in the world, it would be pretty low, but unfortunately it's pretty high. So number one, broken families, I think, are a big reason. I mean, and just having a supportive base of people to be there for you. I mean, it's been shown in many statistics that if you have like a family with a father and a mother and you both live at the same household, and instead of like a single mother situation which so many people have, it's been shown that if you have a family, that you have better chance off in life for pretty much everything, for employment, for happiness, for all these things. So I think the breakdown of the family, which we've seen, especially a lot in the African American community, with children like being born out of wedlock, children being born to single mothers, I think that's all a recipe for more depressed children. I mean, I have divorced parents, and it's not fun. It's very stressful at times, especially when I was younger. So, number two, the ever-changing world in which we live in. A little Paul McCartney quote there for you. But no, I mean, seriously. I mean, humans used to live outside. They used to be outside all the time, and they used to, you know, enjoy nature, go on walks, do whatever. Now we're inside all day. We're inside looking at computers, looking at phones, watching television, and people hardly get outside anymore. I mean, going outside is very therapeutic. You know, going for a walk or just going and enjoying nature. I mean, we live in a world where there's a bunch of stimuli all over. You know, we're driving in traffic. We're around all these people. We're hardly getting outside to enjoy our lives. So we're not outside. We're looking at screens all day. We're not interacting with people, and it's a very different world than what it was 100 years ago or 1,000 years ago. So, and that leads into number three, which I think is another one coming from a nutrition and health major right here, is nutrition. And this correlates to number two with not being outside, because you get vitamin D from the sun, and vitamin D causes you know, or not enough vitamin D leads to depression. Same thing with your B vitamins like thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, cobalamin, vitamin B12. All these B vitamins, if you're deficient in them, it leads to depression, and B vitamins are sometimes used to treat depression, so or mental illness. I mean, if you look up the side effects of deficiencies in B vitamins, every one really is going to come up as depression or anxiety. So, you know, if you pair that with all these other factors, I think that's, and also too, medications, antidepressants, while they may work for some people, you're really going into a very slippery slope when you're fucking with your body's hormones, and you're adding, you know, synthetic serotonin, you know, with these selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, to your body. I mean, they could be very dangerous. And I would also like to say, too, that with this big suicide problem, I don't think there's like one exact thing you could point to that's causing it. There's a multitude of issues, so that's why I have 7 or 6 different things here. Just like with anything, any disease, physical or mental, there's usually a multitude of factors. Number 4, people are so offended nowadays, and people can't take a joke. I mean, we live in a world where everything's racist, everything's sexist, everything's offensive to everybody. People need to learn how to take a joke, how to deal with jokes and shit like that. I mean, seriously. Black people are being told that, that this is a racist country. LGBT people are being told that you live in this you know, misogynistic, racist, sexist. I mean, all these minorities are being told that, you know, it's such a terrible place to live in for minorities. I mean, people really have to learn, again, how to not be offended at every single thing. And that leads into number 5, which is social media. I mean, you log on to social media, people only post the positive things that are happening in their lives. You know, if somebody's in a good relationship, they'll post about how great it is and how much they love their girlfriend or boyfriend. But when they break up with them, you don't get to see that on social media. So I think people, when they go onto social media and they follow their friends or they follow celebrities, they're only getting the good moments. It gives an unreal perspective of what the world actually is, because people are not going to post about, you know, how shitty their relationships. No, they're only going to post about the good shit. So people will get, you know, too high of expectations, and they won't learn that life is filled with bad moments as well. And I think social media too it makes people jealous, it makes people lonely, it makes people feel sorry for themselves. And here we go with number 6. People need to be taught that not everything in life is going to be perfect, that you're going to have depressing moments. Depression, you know, everybody seems depressed now. Everybody seems to have anxiety, which, again, I think a big part of that is because of nutrition. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies are linked to depression and anxiety and ADHD, and, you know, food colorings are linked to ADHD. So all these shitty things we're ingesting into our bodies, I think, are contributing to it. But also, too, people have unreal expectations for life. I mean, we have to teach people that you're going to go through depressing moments in life, and that while for every depressing moment, there's going to be a good moment. Depression isn't something that sticks with you for the rest of your life. You know, I mean, I really hate that everybody now, oh, I have depression. No, you're just depressed because of something. Maybe you're just depressed because, well, maybe your boyfriend broke up with you, or there's a death in the family, or school is stressing you out, or whatever. We go through depressing moments. It doesn't mean we're depressed. I mean, for every depressing moment, there's going to be a happy moment. Sometimes you just got to stick through it. Sometimes shit gets better with time. And, you know, while something may seem really shitty for one day, you'll get over it with time. Like breakups. I mean, everybody, oh, I'm going to kill myself. My girlfriend or my boyfriend just broke up with me. I'm so sad. I don't know how I can function. But shit like that gets better with time. And usually within a week or two, people get over it and they get on with their lives. I mean, you got to, you know, instead of feeling sad for yourself, feeling sorry for yourself, get on with your life, do something productive, apply yourself, you know, go to work, go to school, you know, do something in life that, you know, that isn't dependent on other people. Because once you become dependent on other people to get your happiness, other people could let you down. But if you do something by yourself, like work or go to school or just learn about something productive that you could help, that you could use to further your career, now that doesn't depend on other people. It depends on yourself. So you have to learn how to be happy with just yourself. Learn how to, you know, you don't need a girlfriend or a boyfriend or even a friend to be happy. Learn how to do things by yourself that make you happy. So there you go. Once again, suicide, a very sad thing, a very, you know, and I think it's a multitude of factors, again, contributing to this epidemic and suicide. You know, it's our ever-changing world again that is very different, that our genes don't recognize from a few hundred years ago. I mean, it's very different since the Industrial Revolution. And so, yeah, so the foods we eat, the lifestyles we live, the breaking up of the families, social media, all these things are new to human evolution, and we just haven't adapted to them yet. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on the suicide thing. Again, very sad issue, but just thought I'd give my 2 cents on that. So there you go, people.